Um, so a couple different things about karma. Um, One is that not only does positive action or negative action have consequence in the future, and depending on the conditions of the action, that future might be immediate or maybe at a distance. But basically, the understanding of karma in terms of Buddhist theory is that not only does the consequence return a similar action or similar kind of energy or result, but it actually multiplies itself. So, for example, if you are responsible for taking a life in this particular incarnation, then it is said that your own life will be taken 500 times or more in a future incarnation. So it's quite dramatic, if you really reflect on it, that every single little action is like a seed. The seed not only reproduces another seed, but actually produces maybe hundreds and thousands of additional seeds. And when you begin to reflect on your own actions having that kind of power, then it automatically causes you to be far more reflective about your own level of responsibility and the actions that you create for yourself, and an understanding of how things happen with other people around you. And that can be quite profound. That kind of wisdom can have a profound effect on the quality of your life, the degree of presence with which you approach your life, the degree of care with which you approach your life. Let me read a few items. First of all, there's particularly areas of actions to take and actions not to take. The 10 negative actions to be avoided are the taking of life, that is, any living creature, taking what is not given, either taking by force, taking by stealth, or taking by trickery, sexual misconduct, and the act of lying, either ordinary lies, major lies, sowing discord, that is, openly sowing discord or secretly sowing discord, harsh speech, which is making rude remarks about other people, worthless chatter, covetousness, wishing harm on others, and wrong views. Wrong views are include the view that actions cause no karmic effect, and that views of eternalism and nihilism. So, and according to this particular book, the act of taking life and the act of wrong views are considered the most heinous of the negative actions. Also, notice that all of these particular negative actions basically come from a place of fear, a place of ego, a place of a divisive or dualistic mind. A few other things here. For all good or bad actions, the intention is by far the most important factor that determines whether they are positive or negative, heavy or light. It is like a tree. If the root is medicinal, the trunk and leaves will also be medicinal. If the root is poisonous, the trunk and leaves will be poisonous too. Medicinal leaves cannot grow from a poisonous root. In the same way, if an intention develops from aggression or attachment, and is thus not entirely pure, the action that follows is bound to be negative, however positive it might seem. On the other hand, if the intention is pure, even acts that appear negative will in fact be positive. In the Treasury of Precious Qualities it says, if a root is medicinal, so are the shoots. If poisonous, no need to say its shoots will be the same. What makes an act positive or negative is not how it looks or its size, but the good or bad intention behind it. For this reason, there are times when bodhisattvas, the heirs of conquerors, are permitted to actually commit the 7 harmful acts of body and speech, as long as their minds are pure, free from all selfish desire. So basically, all negative actions are those which have a motivation or an intention that is coming from a selfish or an egoic place, and all positive actions, truly positive actions, are all those actions which come with a motivation which is generally positive in nature, or generous or selfless in nature.